Many of our friends ask us about our favorite mode of vacation, taking a cruise. They have so many questions, including is it fun? Where do cruises go? Felicia and Tim tackle these cruise questions in Cruise Vacations for Beginners. Since COVID restrictions were relaxed or completely dropped, the popularity of cruise vacations has exploded. Unfortunately, as evidenced in current pricing on one of the most popular cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, their prices have exploded as well. Still, a cruise vacation is considered a good value because it's an all-inclusive vacation, meaning lodging, meals, most beverages, and entertainment are included in your cruise fare. And, as a bonus, cruise ships move, so add transportation to interesting and scenic destinations to the list of cruise benefits. The best way to explain a modern cruise ship vacation might be to call it a floating hotel. Many passengers actually forget they're sailing because modern ship designs make the ride so smooth you can barely feel any motion. Which cruise line is best? It's a difficult question to answer because there are so many variables. Although most cruise ships and cruise lines are very similar, each of the lines seems to focus on a different aspect of a cruise experience. For example, Carnival and Royal Caribbean cater to families with children, while Virgin won't allow passengers under 18 years of age. To help make sense of the comparison, Felicia and Tim made a video that compares cruise lines to automobile makers. How much do cruises vacations cost? You can cruise for as little as $100 a night on some off-season cruises, or even on an exciting repositioning cruise. Otherwise, the price of a cruise can run into thousands of dollars a day. Your cost depends on several factors. 1. How far in advance you booked your cruise. Earlier bookings usually get better deals. The time of the year you want to cruise. The total number of days you want to cruise. Newer, larger ships command premium pricing. 5. The class of room you choose. Inside rooms are the cheapest, suites are most expensive. Here are some times when cruises are cheaper. September, October. The weather is still warm, but most kids are back in school. This is the height of hurricane season, so consider that. Wave season. From January through March, ocean waves tend to be a little rougher. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, many people don't travel between these holidays, so cruise lines offer lower fares. April through early June, before the kids get out of school, you can find some good deals. There are some additional costs on cruises. Port fees. These are fees that are charged by the ports that your cruise ship visits. Gratuities. These are tips for the crew members on the ship. They are typically added automatically to your bill, but you can choose to adjust them up or down, or even remove them in some cases. 3. Shore excursions. Tours and activities while your cruise ship is docked in port are not included. You can, however, leave the ship at any port for free and walk around to shop or dine. Drinks. Non-bottled water, coffee, iced tea, and some juices are included with most cruises. Most sodas and alcoholic drinks are not included in your cruise fare. You can pay for them individually, or you can purchase a drink package before or during your cruise. Spa treatments. Spa treatments are not included in the cruise fare. 6. Specialty dining. Although your meals are included when you dine in the main dining area or the ship's buffet, specialty restaurants are typically not included. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not always included in the cruise fare. The cost of these additional expenses can vary depending on the cruise line, the itinerary, and the time of year. Here are some tips to help you save money on additional costs on a cruise. Cruise lines often offer discounts for early bookings a year or more out. Choose a less popular cruise line or itinerary. Consider traveling during the off-season. There are many free activities available on cruise ships, such as swimming, sunbathing, and watching shows. Will I get seasick on my cruise vacation? Those prone to motion sickness in motion simulators at amusement parks, or in the backseat of a car, are most likely also prone to motion sickness on a cruise. Seasickness will ruin your whole cruise, and you can't get off the ship until the cruise is over. Whether or not you will get seasick on a cruise depends on a number of factors, including your individual susceptibility to motion sickness. Rough seas are more likely to cause seasickness than calm seas. Smaller ships are more likely to feel the effects of the waves than larger ships. If you are in the lower decks, you are more likely to feel the motion of the ship than if you are in the upper decks. If you are active and moving around, you are less likely to get seasick than if you are sitting still. If you are worried about getting seasick, or do get seasick on a cruise, there are a few things you can do to help deal with it. Take motion sickness medication before you board the ship. The patch is the most effective, but you'll need a prescription to get one. Go to a place where you can see the horizon. Your equilibrium may normalize if your brain associates your body with motion. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of fluids. Avoid alcohol, which can dehydrate you and make seasickness worse. Eat light meals and avoid greasy foods. Get some fresh air and sunshine. If you start to feel seasick, go to a quiet place and lie down. You won't feel sick when you're sleeping. The good news is the newer, larger ships move less, so the motion is less noticeable, which may help some people avoid seasickness. Will I be bored on a cruise vacation? There are so many activities available on cruise ships at all times of the day, so almost anyone will find something fun to do. 1. Swimming. Most cruise ships have multiple pools, hot tubs, and even huge water slides. Rides. Some cruise ships have slides, roller coasters, racetracks, zip lines, and more. Eating. Cruise ships offer a variety of restaurants, from casual buffets to fine dining. Entertainment. Cruise ships have a variety of shows, including off-Broadway productions, comedians, karaoke, tightrope walkers, contortionists, and live music. To be honest, many of these shows are low budget and kind of hokey, but there are some surprisingly good ones. 5. Excursions. When docked in a scheduled port, cruise ships offer a variety of excursions including sightseeing, hiking, snorkeling, shopping, wave runner tours, jeep tours, swimming with dolphins, and more. Casino. Most cruise ships have casinos with tons of slot machines, blackjack, poker, roulette, and countless other games. There are also large-scale bingo games held in atrium or theater areas. Spa. Many cruise ships have spas where you can get massages, facials, and other treatments. Fitness centers. Cruise ships have fitness centers and walking, running trails where you can work out. Virgin has a boxing ring. Kids, teen clubs. Cruise ships have kids clubs segmented by age where children can play and be entertained. Younger kids are supervised, teens may not be. 10. There are ice skating rinks, laser tag games, escape rooms, rock climbing walls, and many fun attractions. If you are looking for a relaxing vacation, you can spend your days swimming, sunbathing, and enjoying the onboard amenities. No matter what your interests are, you are sure to find something to keep you entertained on a cruise. Are cruise vacations safe? We've sailed on over 50 cruises, and we still feel cruising is as safe as any other all-inclusive vacation. Here are some helpful tips to help stay safe on a cruise. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water. If someone is hacking up a lung in the elevator, hold your breath or cover your face as best you can. Don't worry, it's nearly impossible to fall overboard unless you're an idiot. Don't leave valuables laying around in your room or by the pool. Should I buy cruise vacation insurance? Whether or not you should buy cruise insurance depends on your individual circumstances and risk tolerance. Here are some factors to consider. The more expensive the cruise, the more you have to lose if you have to cancel or your trip is interrupted. If you have any pre-existing medical conditions, you may want to consider insurance in case you need to see a doctor while on your cruise. Some cruise lines offer their own insurance plans, which may be cheaper than a third-party plan. It is important to read the fine print of any cruise insurance policy before you buy it, so that you understand what is and is not covered. Cruise insurance can be a good way to protect yourself from financial losses in case of an unexpected event. Enjoy cruising. It's an awesome way to vacation.